So we're here this afternoon with my son James in our backyard, and I wanted to just interview you a little bit.
Sure.
About our yard, because it started as just a regular backyard, and that was quite a few years ago, and now it's more of a food forest. So if you want to tell me kind of where you started back here, we're in the backyard, and where and why did you start?
Yeah, well, I started kind of in this area where there used to just be a smaller section of standard garden space, grow like corn and squash and things like that. And then started expanding it this way with cardboard to kill the grass, and some areas were kind of dug out, and leaves were added to most of the area, whether it was just covered or places that had been dug out. And there's still remnants of grass and things that are growing in there, but grass is always hard to get rid of completely. And then over the years, various fruit trees and shrubs were added.
Wesley is here to help us. Okay, so
we were just talking about this area over here.
Yeah.
Various other things have been scattered around, and now there's it's kind of everywhere.
Yes.
A lot of different things.
So tell me what this is kind of a landmark now, this kind of tree or bush right here. What is this?
Yeah, this is a sea buckthorn or a sea berry, and it's native to like cold desert regions in like Siberia and high elevations in Eurasia. But it makes an edible berry that's very very medicinal. It has a lot of vitamins and minerals, and they're just starting to develop right now. They don't really look like much, but it's a nitrogen-fixing plant too, so it creates its own fertilizer and helps to fertilize plants around it.
Oh, that's what nitrogen-fixing kind of means?
Yeah, it means they have a relationship with a bacteria that can convert nitrogen that's just in the air into a form that plants can utilize.
And there's a plant like kind of growing up in it, or is that a weed? What is that plant there?
You talking about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is part of this plant,
okay.
Which is the black currant, which is another very medicinal fruit. It makes a little blackberry, but more popular in Europe. People make jams and things out of it, but I like the berries. I think they're pretty good. It's kind of an acquired taste, I suppose. Yeah, it's just kind of a more understory shrub.
Yeah, so it kind of is under where the tree is.
Yeah. And it's very pretty, ornamental. It has this tall purple flower stalk. But this variety is kind of low growing, and it completely disappears in the wintertime. There's another variety over there that doesn't, but you won't see any of this in the winter, but it comes back every spring, and it's a butterfly host plant too.
Oh. And speaking of butterfly host plants, I know this one because you told me.
Yeah.
Here. But you could talk about that too. Are we getting some?
So the milkweed is the monarch butterfly host plant.
Yeah, look at that. There's lots of
but it also attracts a lot of insects that can help to control the Japanese stink bug beetle.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
We got those around here.
yeah, and other pollinators and beneficial things. But yeah, the more that people have planted this at farms to help the monarch butterflies, the more they're seeing benefits to their crops and pest control. So it's got many uses.
Yeah, and we definitely get monarch butterflies now
Yeah,
since you planted those.
and sea kale makes broccolis every spring. It grows up from a crown, so it's another one that just disappears in the wintertime. But it comes back every spring, and then in like early April you get these little broccolis, which of course now have just bloomed into these white flowers, which you can see next to it is a different kind of kale or a collard.
Yeah.
That's a tree collard, and it, as you can see, its flowers are yellow.
Right.
So this is a
There's the
very
collared
different type
leaf.
of plant.
And the collared flowers are yellow. Very nice.
And you can see a lot of little hoverflies around these white flowers. So they're very attractive for those. And those eat a lot of pest bugs too.
Oh. Okay, so we're beside the house, and there's a big plant here. And what is that now?
It's a curry plant, and you can just smell it all over here. And it seems to really like this spot.
It does. That's right.
It has little yellow flowers in the summertime, but it always has this curry smell.
Yeah.
Plants with strong smells help to direct pests away from them in other areas, because it sort of masks the scent of other plants that they might be interested in eating.
So, and beside the curry plant, there's something you planted this winter or sometime, right?
Yeah, these are Phacelia, tansy leaf, or purple tansy Phacelia, which farmers grow a lot now because it attracts so many beneficial insects and bees to the flowers that they really like them, and they're kind of fuzzy, and a lot of other beneficial insects lay their eggs on the fuzz and different parts of the plant, so they're
neat. We'll have to come back
useful
to see the blossoms.
Yeah, there's more on the front side that are starting to bloom. Look at those.
Okay, yeah. And then this is this rosemary?
Yeah, there's
here.
rosemary there.
That's really grown since it first came here.
Yeah, and what's just starting to come up, you can't really see it in all of this dead stalks from last year, but that's canna.
Is that what that little leaf is down there?
Yeah, there's little, looks like a little banana.
Yeah.
That's an edible root that is they're kind of stringy, but they taste like potatoes.
Cool. So, tell me a little bit if there is a main reason. I mean, a lot of things around the yard, I notice you usually kind of leave the dead stalks.
Right, yeah.
And what is the main reason for that?
So some dead stalks, not all of them, but ones that form like a hollow stem in the middle, they are the nests for about a third of our native bees. They nest in the cavities of dead stalks and wood and other things. So they put their eggs and stuff in the dead stalks, and new ones hatch out and fly off in the springtime.
Yeah, so it is a good thing. But I should probably be cleaning up the ones that aren't hollow. I don't have an excuse now.
Yeah, they don't
But
really.
they don't do much.
I mean, they probably do something, but they're not really serving any purpose that we know of yet. They might be, but yeah.
Now there's a plant here, a flower that is by the house.
Yeah, that orange flower is
Yeah,
a
what is
columbine.
Okay. Yeah, columbine. That
Yeah.
we've had for a while, so that's cool. Okay. And there's a lavender plant
Yeah.
that also was here before.
And below it, there's some more phacelia and a couple of weeds that they're dying now, but they're more like winter things. So they're small. They don't really compete with the other plants.
Oh, good.
But there's some chives and a little echinacea in there.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Okay.
still young, but
Can you point out the echinacea?
yeah, it's kind of under here. These
Oh.
leaves here.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll see how it does there.
Okay. And I don't know if you want to talk about the plants, your potted plants, or if we should move on to.
Yeah, we can probably
Anything-
move on to
Okay.
another area.